it's me, Pompey. I know many of you guys know me for my lo-fi, but I decided to spice a few things up, and I decided I wanted to start playing dating sims. Today we're playing a game called Candy Hearts. It's from 𝓱𝓲𝓼𝓭𝓲. This is the demo of the game. You know, I looked at this game and I saw that there wasn't a lot of content out for this game. So I decided, let's just sit down, film some of it, and enjoy the video. So let's jump in, shall we? We are not going to be Candace. We are going to be Pompey. Yeah, Pompey. I'm also checking, guys, kind of like the settings. I'm always the type of person to do that when it comes to things like that, because I want to make sure that everything is good and for the potential. So this is the save window, so we can save in the loads. I always like to check on that before, you know, we start the game. So yeah, let's just kind of not this one, I guess. Start this one. Sorry guys, I didn't see the return button. Let's just get into it, okay? Startled by a sudden flash of lightning, I knock over the mountain of candy wrappers beside me, spilling all manner of sugar and crumbs across the bed. Damn it. These are my favorite Dr. Spice sheets. Ugh, I'll have to clean the mess up later. I need to check my dailies first. Pompey pulls out a mint green smartphone to play a brightly colored gacha game. The flurry of rain patters against my window, drowning out the familiar jingle of Candy Hearts, an adorable gacha game that owns my heart, soul, and wallet. But who can blame me for being addicted? This game has one of the sweetest eye candy I have ever seen. It all started 2 years ago. I was chatting with one of my friends, Noah, and on Discord, and he mentioned Candy Hearts with some mobile game he was spending all his money on. My fate was sealed the moment he showed me those screenshots. As soon as I saw the characters and their delicious designs, it was all over for me. What a good person Noah is, getting his best friend addicted to a gacha game. Well, at least he sends me daily in-game gifts, so I can't be too mad. Yeah, if y'all get y'all friends addicted to a game, y'all better be the ones to send them in-game gifts and stuff, because that's nice, and it helps y'all, you know, build and improve both of y'all. I'm just saying, you know. Back to the game. Ugh, when is this timer going to be finished? I tap the little clock on the gumdrop forest to see how much longer I have to wait for my golden candy cane harvest. Let's see. My jaw drops when the number flashes on the screen. 46 hours, 23 minutes, and 51 seconds? How? Has it only been 1 minute and 34 seconds since I last checked? It has been at least 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I flop my arms into the bed, dropping my phone to the floor. I glance at the pile of snacks next to my old device. One day I'll have to find a better place to put those candies and get a new phone while I'm at it. You know, once my bank account gets looking a little sweeter. I've spent hundreds on this stupid event already, all for that limited edition red velvet skin from Mr. Bim Bam. Bim Bam, okay. The last time I've spent this much time was on Mr. G Linton event a few months ago back, and I still haven't fully financially recovered from that. There's no way I can spend any more money to speed up my crops. The first thing I want to say is I hope that these men are fine, because if the men are fine, it's justifiable, okay? It's justifiable. But I really want those golden candy canes. I pick up my phone and open my banking app. ₿214.23. No, I need some of that money for groceries tomorrow. But only some of it. No, Pompey, have some self-control. I'll need groceries for the next week too, and the week after that. Ugh. Adulting sucks. I wish I could go back being a kid where I could spend my money on anything I wanted, like jawbreakers and gummy fish. Girl, me too. Pouting, I open the game back up and check the event page to admire the cherry red hues of the prize I've been wailing for the past month. And not just any prize, the mythic prize, only attainable after collecting basically 3 million golden candies from the gumdrop forest. And for the next batch, I only have to wait 46 hours, 22 minutes, and 32 seconds. Just as I'm about to throw my phone to the bed again, a small red drop appears next to the event button. A notification? What for? Please be some free energy tokens or gold. I tap the icon as quickly as I can. The announcement window pops up slowly, buffering as I straighten myself out a bit. Dear citizens of the Land of Sweets, this is your friendly reminder that Bim Bam Slam event will end in 24 hours. Remember to collect your golden candy canes while you still can. If you need a last-minute boost, you can grab some goodie bags on sale in the confectionery. My eyes widen, horrid at what I just read. No, there's no way. It can't be. I even used the fan-made event calendar to make sure I get the skin. This isn't free energy tokens or gold. This is a nightmare. Pompey pulls out her mint green smartphone again. With trembling fingers, I check the timers once more. 46 hours, 19 minutes, and 46 seconds. A heavy pit forms in my stomach as I tap the announcement again. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I'm just tired from staying up late last night. Yeah, that's what it's gotta be. I go through the notification again, slowly this time to make sure I'm reading it right. Dear citizens of the Land of Sweets, this is your friendly reminder that the Bim Bam Slam event will end in 24 hours. No. I let out a cry, shutting my eyes tightly. No, I'm not gonna make it. Not unless I pay a fortune to unlock more speed-ups. After countless hours grinding away in the gumdrop forest, collecting millions of golden candy canes, and spending so many precious dollars, it still isn't enough. Girl, I understand you. I understand, because I used to have this game that I used to really, really love, and girl, it hurt me when I couldn't get what I wanted, what I really wanted, and I worked my butt off for it. So I understand how she feels, because that hurts. You've got to be fucking kidding me. My sorrow turns to anger as I realize there's not even anything I can do with those golden candy canes outside of the event. I've already unlocked everything else on the Sweetie Pass. With sweaty palms, I close the app and open the trusty forms of Reddit. There has to be another way to farm these golden candy canes without spending another $1. I refuse to believe otherwise. Come on, don't fail me now. F/candy hearts. My frenetic scrolling yields to nothing but sore fingers. But I'm not about to give up now. I begin typing up a post of my own. There has got to be an answer out there somewhere. My fellow citizens of Land of Sweets, I need your help. After a few moments of fiercely typing, I post my query without so much as a double checking my spelling. There's no time. Girl, I totally understand you. There are moments where you just gotta ask and the typing gonna be wrong. My username, Sweetheart, is fairly well known amongst the Reddit community, so surely someone will come to my aid. Almost immediately, my phone rings with new notifications. There are 4 replies, 4 chances to save my life. Let's see. No, sweetheart. Don't tell me you're getting the limited edition red velvet Mr. Bam Bam skin not after all the money you spent. If anything, if anyone was going to get the skin, it was going to be you. What happened? Yeah, Pompey, what happened? The event isn't over yet. I'll get that skin if it isn't the last thing I do. I scroll down to the comment in hopes finding an actual solution. Sorry, but there's no way to speed up the timers without buying the sugar rush packs from the store. Good luck. Deep down I know that's the truth, but I can't afford any more power-ups. There has to be another way. 4th time's the charm? I take a deep breath before reading the last reply. I know a way, but I can't say it on here. DM me if you're interested. We love people like that know the secrets and that will tell you. We love people like that. This is so sus. No, it ain't. A way that can't even be typed publicly. A way that the devs probably won't like. A way that can get me banned. Alarm bells are going off in my head in a few words. 𝓒𝓫𝓷𝓭𝓬 raises every red flag possible. Red, like the type of velvet Mr. Bim Bam could be wearing if I got just a few more golden candy canes. Am I really that desperate? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get that limited edition skin from Mr. Bim Bam. If I don't do it now, I won't have another chance to unlock it. Besides, what's the worst that could happen? If I send this totally inconspicuous user a DM. If anything sounds fishy, I can just close the message and block them. I also want y'all to understand that sometimes when I read words, I mispronounce them. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Still, something about the interaction feels wrong. But Mr. Bim Bam, I steel myself and push my anxieties away. If there's a way to get more golden candy canes, I will find it. For Mr. Bim Bam. I type a short but sweet message. Hiya, 𝓒𝓫𝓷𝓭𝓬. You said you can help me speed up my golden candy cane harvest without buying more sugar rush packets. Rereading it a few times, I decided it's now or never. I hit send and wait with bated breath. I hit refresh. Still no response. Come on, 𝓒𝓫𝓷𝓭𝓬. We're on a limited time here. I hit refresh again, but this time there's a new notification. Before I share this with you, I need you to confirm something for me. I swear if you say you need my bank details, I'll scream. Can I trust you, sweetheart? Well, that's silly. Of course they can. I mean, look at how high my credit karma is. If that's not proof of my trustworthiness, then I don't know what is. Besides, isn't it obvious by now on how much I needed that limited edition red velvet Mr. Bim Bam skin? I waffled for a moment between different responses before deciding on a simple and hopeful and convincing message. You can trust me, 𝓒𝓫𝓷𝓭𝓬. Closing my eyes, I take a deep breath. Here goes nothing, or everything. There is a way to speed up your golden candy cane harvest, but it's not exactly legitimate. A chill runs down through my spine. I can't have expected anything else, yet the words still leave a pit in my stomach. Cheating will get me my limited edition skin, but if the devs find out, they'll ban my accounts. All of my limited edition event items and all the money I spent on this game will go down the drain. Still, it may be worth hearing out 𝓒𝓫𝓷𝓭𝓬 out. It may be breaking the rules, just a little. Just a little? A little doesn't sound too bad. What you need to do is go to the game's options and tap the mute music button 5 times to open the developer debug menu. Then you'll have to change some of the code. Change some of the game's code? But that's cheating. I can't do that. The lights in my room flicker as the storm continues to rage outside, mirroring the turmoil inside myself. I think back on all the precious dollars I've spent on the game. All the hours I've sunk into this event alone, grinding away in the gumdrop forest. I glance at the discarded gummy bear packets beside me, brought because they reminded me of Mr. G. Litton, the mayor of Gummyville. Maybe I can cheat, just a little. Ah! My room has suddenly plunged into darkness. Has the power gone out? I struggle to sit up for a moment until it happens. As though in slow motion, I see my phone slipping between my sweaty, trembling fingers, inching closer to my face, and I'm unable to stop it despite how slowly the thing seems to be falling. Oh girl, I know that was painful. Just as my phone finally collides with my nose, another flash of lightning illuminates the room. A flash of light, searing pain. And then, nothing. I'm floating. What happened? What's going on? Wait. No, I'm not floating. I'm falling very fast. My eyes shoot open, almost against my will. The colorful environment around me blurs as the wind pelts my face. I cannot make it out where I am. What the hell is going on? Ah! I land in a tree, breaking every branch I come into contact with. There is a loud thud as I crash into something hard. It knocks the wind out of me. Ouch! Y'all, we in the freaking game. Oh! I open my eyes once more, a sense of dizziness washing over me from whatever the hell what just happened. Yeah, blink multiple times, girl. I sit up, blinking a few times. My eyes finally adjust to the world around me, and my head starts to clear a bit. And what I see isn't what I expect. Rather than being greeted by the pink and purple pastels in my room, I'm instead met with so many bright colors, pink, white, yellow, green, and candy. My eyes lay onto the gumdrops, cake drops, and even candy cane trees. Every sweet I can think of is laid out before me. This looks like a world made entirely of sweets, but how is this possible? Where am I? What the? I must be dreaming. I do remember being in my bed just a few minutes ago. I hold my arm out to pinch a small bit of skin between my fingers. Ouch. Okay, definitely not dreaming. That hurt like hell. Rubbing my now sore arm, I let out a groan. I don't have much time to ponder my situation as I hear an unfamiliar voice cry out. Also, one thing I do want to say is that this game is partially voice acted. So I want to kind of turn up the volume just a little bit now. So if, it is voiced, I won't have to miss it again. But yeah. You. A high-pitched voice similar to an excited chihuahua barks at me from behind. I turn around and raise a brow, trying to stifle a laugh at their tone. Despite them yelling, I can't help but help but think that their voice sounds adorable. I look up to see a pink-haired young man approaching me. His outfit is a berry pink, only slightly darker than his medium locks. Though what sticks out the most is the sword that hangs at his hips. He looks awfully familiar. Ugh, where do I know him from? I rack my brain trying to remember where I've seen him before until finally the cloud dissipates and my eyes widen. No, it can't really be him, though now the candy all around me is starting to make sense. The boy bends down to get a little closer at me, placing his hands on his hips. He demands an answer, his twitchy fingers itching towards his sword. I can't help but gulp. Don't draw your sword out, Peppermint. I swear I'm sorry, I didn't use your character for that long, but he was his starter and... I began rambling. A nervousness takes over me. The man's suspicion has quickly turned to confusion as I keep speaking. He obviously has no idea what I'm talking about. But his resemblance to Peppermint from Candied Hearts is uncanny. If this is a cosplay, it's almost a one-to-one replica. I look around me in the sugary scenery once more, and the pieces start falling into place. The candy cane trees. The gumdrops, cake splatters scattered about. I've seen this place before. This looks like the gumdrop forest. I've spent countless hours for the past few weeks trying to get my golden candy canes to harvest here. I would know the place from anywhere. But if I'm in the gumdrop forest and Peppermint is standing in front of me, that must mean... I shut my eyes tightly and tried to remember what happened just before I got here. I was trying to harvest enough golden candy canes for the exclusive Mr. Bim Bam skin, but I ran out of time. Oh gosh, I ran out of time. Sorrow rushes through my body once again. I can't believe I wasn't able to get enough golden candy canes after weeks of grinding and spending hundreds of dollars. I'm sorry, Mr. Bim Bam. I failed you. Oh. Hold up, wait a minute, cause wait. I'm sorry. Not sorry. When I open my eyes and see Peppermint staring at me exponentially, I stop in my tracks. Suddenly, the event skin doesn't feel so important. At least for right now. I'll definitely cry about it later when I'm alone. I'm gonna try to turn it up too loud, but I'm trying to get it, just enough. You know who I am. How? Peppermint's voice has forced edge to it. Let me see if I have voice acting on. Text speed, music, voice volume. What we're gonna do is turn some of this down, turn some of the music down. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's return now. Because there is voice acting in this game, and I don't want to miss it. Anyway, Peppermint's voice has a forced edge to it. I can tell this sweet, smiling character is attempting to put out a menacing front, but every part of his body is betraying him. He shakily clutches the sword at his hip and raises his upper lip in an unconvincing snarl. I put my hands in the air, trying to show him I mean no harm. Hey, there's no need for all of that. We can settle this peacefully. You would prefer that, right? I tried to de-escalate the situation before I give the man another reason to be threatened and actually attempt to hurt someone with that candy cane sword of his. Though with how confident Peppermint looks right now, if he ends up pulling out that sword, I'm not sure if I would be the one stabbed, or if he would accidentally trip and impale himself with it. Who are you? I'm Pompey. Pompey, I don't know anyone by the name of that, and I know everyone in the land of sweets. Did he actually just say the land of sweets? Like the one in Candy Cane Hearts?
There's no explanation. You must be a spy with the prince.
A spy? I'm taken aback by his accusation. I'm no spy, especially not for ḽɪ̈ᴜᴜ, a bad guy who only showed up for like 2 chapters before disappearing with no explanation. Yes, he's totally hot. I gotta see this man now, because she called him hot, so let me see if I'm gonna call him hot. But I cannot form an allegiance with a hot bad guy whom I know nothing about. I'm not shallow. What? What do you mean? I would never make you think that. Don't act coy with me. ḽɪ̈ᴜᴜ knows our every move. He stopped potential trades by bribing traveling merchants with money, attacked other knights while they were out on top secret missions, and stolen so many golden candy canes from the vault that were now in storage. Y'all, what if we are the people? Because we have to earn the golden candy canes. What if we're the ones stealing the golden candy canes from them so we can level up and get the rare exclusive skin? That's just a theory of mine. Let's just continue to see if I'm right. Wait, did he just say golden candy canes? But Peppermint keeps going on with his rant as I sit here, contemplating, whether checking out their golden candy cane supply is worth the risk. There's no way ḽɪ̈ᴜᴜ would have known about any of this, not unless someone has been spying on us, and I'm going to find out who it is. That's why I'm out here to begin with. I love the little face change there. And also because I wanted to find someone's lost honey bunny, but that's besides the point. What? So tell me, are you a spy? I looked down at myself, almost bursting out in laughter. I'm still in my PJs. How could I be a spy? Then again, I did just somehow come out of nowhere, so maybe I shouldn't be too shocked that he's wary of me. And right now, I'm up a creek without a paddle. If I explain to Peppermint why I'm here, he could help me. But on the other hand, he's convinced I'm a spy based on absolutely nothing. Clearly all the sugar has gone to his cute little head. I can sarcastically play along if I want. So, I could be sarcastic with this man. I could be like, Or I could say, why are you here? Explain why I'm here. Honestly, I kind of don't want him to know why I'm here. I want to be a little sarcastic with the man. I want to see the stops, And, yes, because a spy would totally dress up in PJs in broad daylight with no weapons on her and reveal her name to you. A soft chuckle escapes my lips as I roll my eyes. Grade A spy material right here. Yep, totally. Peppermint furrows his brows. He's not impressed by my sarcasm, but I wasn't impressed with his accusation either, so we're even. Sarcasm will get you nowhere, Pompey, if that is even your real name. Well, maybe if you weren't acting so fresh towards me, I wouldn't need to be sarcastic with you. 1, it is my real name. 2, really? You think I'm a spy? I'm not sure about that yet. I've been told by the king that ḽ$괜ᴜ would try anything to get intel from us. Sending someone who looks like they just got out of bed as a spy would be a pretty smart way to throw us off his trail. Hold up, the king. Peppermint serves the king. Man, if I knew I was going to be teleported here, I would have asked Noah everything there was about to know about this guy, because there are like 10 kings and candied hearts, and only half of them are even remotely important. My thoughts are a chaotic mess. Peppermint grabs my arm, pulling me up to my feet. Get up. I'm going to take you to see the king, and he'll decide what to do with you. I'm sure he'll be lenient. I hear him add the last part in quickly. I wonder if that's the truth. And what if he isn't? Peppermint bites his bottom lip and casts his eyes downward. There's definitely something he isn't telling me about this king, and I don't like it. He will. He doesn't sound confident. I just hope that this king of his is in a good mood today. Peppermint grasps on my arm tightly, and he refuses to let me go. Left with no other choice, we march in the direction of his kingdom. Water break. Home sweet home. Peppermint's 𝓱𝓬⁶ face breaks into a grin so sweet it gives me a toothache. He extends his arms outward and shuts his eyes as if he's basking in the sun. He's so adorable. Like, y'all, he's so cute. He's so adorable. Like, I feel like I could just like go up to him and like pinch his cheeks. Like, he's so cute. Anyway, and even though he accused me of being a spy earlier, his smile is so infectious that I can't help but grin. The power video game characters have over me, I swear. Girl, that's so true, because some of these men have me on a chokehold. It's not even funny. You seem cheerful, Mint. Peppermint opens one eye quickly, his eyes taking on a rosy hue. He shakes his head left and right before opening both eyes and placing his hands on his hips. Mint, it's Peppermint or Captain Peppermint, if you don't mind. You're a captain? I don't remember the Peppermint I used in the beginning of the game being a captain. Come to think of it, Noah did mention some characters get new titles when you bake them enough times. Maybe if I hadn't used more strawberry swirls to unlock his evolved form, it would have activated that. Yes, I'm a captain. Is it really that hard to believe? I look over at Peppermint, who, despite his formal words, pouts and refuses to meet my eyes. Was it something I said? I should try to cheer him up. At least make his escort to see the king a little less awkward. Sorry, what I meant to say was that I can see why you're happy to be home, Captain Peppermint. It looks... Don't say delicious. Don't say delicious. Delightful. Nailed it. Peppermint beams at my praise for his beloved hometown, all but forgetting my earlier fumble. Although his enthusiasm doesn't appear to be catching on for everyone. Townsfolk quickly clear the streets as Peppermint escorts me to the castle looming in the distance. Ugh, Peppermint! I tried to ask him what's going on, but he quickly changes the subject. Hey, Pompey, look over there! It points out to a fountain in the main square. Its bricks seem to be made of fudge, and the water running through it looks like soda. Peppermint winks at me. Yep. Did your stories tell you about this? Call it a fountain of youth or something. He chuckles at his own joke. This is the finest soda in all of the land of sweets. All citizens are allowed to drink from the fountain for free, with bottomless refills. Okay, that's all I have to say. He pauses, his smile flattering. Oh, well, they were, sorry. I got a little overzealous there. What do you mean by that? Oh, it's just that until recently people were allowed to drink from the fountain, but now the king has some new rules. It's technically property of the king, so... I see. I notice Peppermint's vibrant mood, flattered as he explains. It's strange to think that this sweet and colorful land actually has a selfish rule like that. Peppermint and I stand in silence for a moment before he finally clears his throat. But enough about that. Look at Pompey at the top of the fountain. There's something cool. Like a child at show and tell, Peppermint enthusiastically points up at the top of the fountain where I see the figure of a person. Is that a statue? Not just any statue, look closer. Surely you recognize him. I squint my eyes at the statue, carved from solid toffee, and I try my hardest to not drool all over my PJs. He looks kind of familiar, I guess. Now that I'm really regarding only playing the side stories of the characters I thought were hot. No, wait, nope, never mind, no idea. Peppermint's jaw drops, and he lets out a small squeak of shock. What? You surely have heard of King Carmel. He's the most important man in the land of sweets. I rack my brains all over the lore I've read of Candid Hearts, but nothing springs to mind. I think I would know about the most important man in all of the land of sweets, but the only person who comes to mind when I think of that title is Mr. G. Litton. Noah would be so disappointed in me right now. Why don't you tell me more about him? For a moment, a strange looks passes Peppermint's face, but before I can even blink, his cheerful smile is back. Of course, what a great idea! You should know who he is before you meet him, after all. He places a hand under his chin and stares up at the sky. Where to start? He really is cute. Peppermint was the first character that Noah showed me that piqued my interest in Candid Hearts. His gumdrop button nose, the adorable sugar puff pants, his big eyes and rosy cheeks, there was no way I could resist it. And all, Peppermint was a good starter unit. He carried me through the first 2 chapters of the game, especially those tedious Gummyville ones where I had to get the absurd amount of Chroma Star Burst for the mayor, just so he would trust me enough to continue the main quest. I did get Peppermint's special ability from all that grinding, But when it was all over, I dropped him in favor of the hotter characters like Sour Sam, Miss Strawberry Delight, and of course, Mr. G. Linton. Though I don't think he would blame me for Mr. G. Linton. Have you seen that gummy bear? Oh, I could take a bite out of him any day. But being with him now, I feel awful that I left him wandering around the town plaza aimlessly, waiting to be called upon for a quest that was never going to happen. And that's everything you need to know. Oh crap, I was too busy thinking about Peppermint that I completely spaced out while he was talking about the King Caramel. Not wanting to give away that I was distracted, I forced a smile. Great, thanks so much for telling me. And with good timing too. We're here. Sure enough, the castle gates tower before us. Peppermint turns to face me with a reassuring smile. A smile I didn't think I needed until I saw it. I really am a little nervous to meet King Caramel. Are you ready? Sure. What's the worst that can happen? Every time somebody says what's the worst that can happen, something bad happens. Like, every time, something bad's about to happen. From the corner of my eye, I see a group of guards wearing similar outfits to Peppermint's, and I recognize them as the Palace Guard NPCs from the game. He's kinda cute though. Mr. Green, it's giving hot. It's giving hot. He's giving hot. The tallest individual from the group makes his way in the front and greets Peppermint with a sinister grin.
Peppermint.
I've seen you have returned with a guest, no less. Peppermint straightens up, placing a hand on his sword, doing his best to look stern. That's Captain Peppermint to you. If you wouldn't mind, Reginald? Right, I'll call you that once you've earned it, Peppermint. So, he's gotta earn his name being called Captain. Okay. A snicker ripbles across Ringo's little entourage. Peppermint's gaze falls to the ground, and I can hear him quietly sigh. I need to go sing the king now, if you don't mind, Reginald. With a smirk on his face, I know I'm saying this man's name wrong, but I'm not gonna care about that anymore. Reginald places his hand on Peppermint's shoulder and gestures towards at the castle with his free arm.
Well, of course, Peppermint. Go on through.
The gates open. They're not enough to drown out the laughter from the guards. Poor baby. They probably make fun of him because he's so tiny. That's probably what it is. It's okay, baby. Sometimes tiny people are better than taller people. Without a word, Peppermint Speed walks forward, and I quicken my pace to catch up with him. As I pass Ringo, he catches me by the arm and looks pointedly down at my wrist. I yank myself free from his grasp. Hey, what's the big idea?
Good luck.
What's about to happen? Something about to happen. Something is about to happen. Oh, nothing. Go on and good luck. You two are going to need it. I raise an eyebrow. What the hell was that about? I turn around and see Peppermint already at the castle door. I jog ahead in order to catch up with him. Hey, are you okay? Yeah, never better. His shaky voice is almost a whisper. It's a complete 180 from how he was talking to me earlier. So I think when Peppermint is away from the other guards, he can be himself. He can truly be himself. But when he's with the guards, he tries to act stern and tries to, force his dominance. But I see that the other guys see that as funny. They don't take him serious. So I guess that's something that maybe is Peppermint's character, that he wants to be seen as this amazing captain, but nobody's taking him serious. Most likely because of his looks. That's what I'm getting. Don't let them get to you. They're just being jerks. I tell myself that every day, Poppy, yet they still somehow make me feel small. Aww. Every day? How long has Peppermint been dealing with their snide comments? Half of this is because you won't play the game. Pick him. The next time you get the time, please pick this man. Because he needs to be picked so they can see. Maybe they see him as doing nothing because you don't play the game. I don't know. But play him the next time you get out of the game. I can't help but wonder if this part of his side, if this is part of his side story in Candied Hearts, or if the real Peppermint standing in front of me has a lot more complexity than a few lines of code could ever make him. As I'm pondering Peppermint's situation, the two of us walk into the castle. Peppermint doesn't try to make small talk with the other guards that we pass, but that doesn't stop him from whispering and staring. Shouldn't they be directing their odd looks at me instead of Peppermint? Why are they more convinced with him than the strange girl roaming the castle halls in her PJs and bunny slippers? We come to a halt at two very large double doors. Peppermint clears his throat. Despite his early bubbly demeanor, it seems this castle and the people in it have drained him of his cheerfulness. Oh my gosh, y'all. I think he hates working at the castle. And he probably hates the king too. You should get another job, baby. We're here. Peppermint turns around, giving one last look over. He nods, believing that I look presentable enough to show my face in front of the king for my sake. I hope he's right. You know what, Peppermint? All we have to do is just do a whole 360, 180, and we could just walk out of the door, okay? We can walk out of the door and act like none of this ever happened. Take me back to the forest and leave me there. We're good. Maybe I just need to be left alone because it seems that this is about to hurt you. This right now is some good time to also, save. This game actually saves by itself. That's actually kind of lit. So we're just gonna have to save. I don't know. I think it just selectively saves. I think it's automatic saves. So it saves automatically for me. Well, I hope there's a point where I can save because I would save right now. Let's get into it. I'll be doing most of the talking, Pompey. You shall only speak when the king addresses you, otherwise he may get upset. Why would he get upset? He'll see it as a sign of disrespect for talking out of turn. King Carmel is already rubbing me the wrong way, and I haven't even laid my eyes on him yet. Him and his stupid guards. However, not wanting to be upset, However, not wanting to upset Peppermint any more than he already is, I simply nod and give a tiny salute. Aww. Speak when spoken to. Got it, Captain Peppermint. Oh! This apparently catches him off guard as his eyes widen a little bit before he smiles. That is so sweet. Oh yeah, they be bullying him. Girl, you need to keep sweet talking him. It feels weird being called by that title, especially by someone who isn't one of my men. But it made you smile, right? Yeah, it did. But moving forward, Peppermint will do just fine. You're not my subordinate after all. Aww. So I think he's not realizing that I'm not out to get him. I think he sees that I'm actually a genuinely good person. His voice trails off, but he's still smiling. I quite like the idea of the informality. All right, Peppermint. Peppermint turns his attention back on the double doors and pushes them open, exposing the throne room on the other side. There are a handful of knights standing around, looking more stern than the guards I saw at the gate. Ooh. You're a little ugly. In the middle of the room, sitting on his throne, is a man with lightly tanned skin, a faded red beard and hair, and a lean figure. That's when it clicks for me. Oh, King Carmel. He's the one I traded items with at the seaport to get experience and coins. No wonder I don't remember him all too well. Usually I'm in and out of the seaport so I can move on to my other dailies. King Carmel rolls his eyes when he sees Peppermint walk into the room, so they all think low of him. You know what? I can see it. I can see why now. The king sees lowly of Peppermint, which in turn, the guards are gonna see lowly of him. That's why nobody has respect for him. So basically, Peppermint has a useless title. That is so sad. However, when he lays his eyes on me, I notice his grip on his thorn arm is tightens. Jeez, I was trading all my valuable goods with this guy? Peppermint walks up to King Karma, and I follow closely behind. The young pink-haired man then kneels down as a sign of respect to his king. I awkwardly copy his movements, almost stumbling forward as I lower to one knee. My nigga, that's his daddy. That's his dad? Oh, hold on, wait a minute. So that's his dad. His daddy's treating him like shit, y'all. Like, so because you treat your son like shit, everybody else thinks it's okay to treat him like shit. So he shuts up and he takes it. That is so fucking sad. And just imagine your father is the king and he speaks so horribly of you. And everybody else takes it as a sign to disrespect you back? Poor baby. Exactly, Pumpkin. Wait, hold up, father. King Karma is Peppermint's dad? Why didn't he tell me this? Before I can question Peppermint about this, he looks up at his father, who was glaring daggers at the both of us now. I'm looking back at you too, baby, because you are not going to disrespect him like that. Don't disrespect him. Hey, what did I do? Peppermint's mouth forms a tight line, and he pauses before talking again. Father? I gotta prepare myself, because I feel like something's about to pop off, y'all. I want to save. Please.